to Mahogany Speaks Truth. So, we can't do anything for one another without expecting payment anymore? When did we get to this point that we can't do anything for one another without expecting payment? Hire and help are two different things. Now, you can help someone out when you hire them, or vice versa. That person you hired can essentially, they're helping you out because they're rendering a service, but that's still an agreement between the two parties, to have services rendered. And in essence, you would expect payment for services being rendered. However, when you offer to help your brother or your sister and then you expect payment, that's not help. It's not help. And I don't know when we got to the point where we just cannot do something for our brother and sister without expecting payment. When I was on the continent, I was in Tanzania. It was a lot of that going on, and that's the side that I didn't like. That was the flip side. Someone always wanted something. They weren't just, for the most part, not everyone, but I just too often, I encountered situations where help was being disguised as hire. And they're two different things. So if you tell me, hey, Mahogany, I want to help you, do X, Y, and Z, or, hey, I can help you, then I'm not expecting to pay you anything. It's like if they gave me directions, that you expected a payment. We have to stop this. You can do something nice for your sister or brother. You can, whatever it is that you're offering, whether it's your intellectual property, whatever it is you have to give, and you're really, truly, sincerely wanting to help, then do it without the expectancy of payment, because you will get your reward, even if it's not from your brother or your sister. I just don't operate that way. I don't operate that way. It is not my spirit. Of course, yeah, if you're hiring me to do something, of course I expect payment, and we've already agreed on those terms. However, if I say to my brother and sister, I'm going to help you out, I can help you, maybe my brother and sister, maybe they need one of my contacts, and so in corporate America, you all, I was a talent acquisition specialist. So my job was to find top-notch talent for various companies, organizations, or governmental agencies. So oftentimes I would get contacted by brothers and sisters. Hey, Mahogany, can you help me find a job? Hey, Mahogany, can you look over my resume and give me some pointers? And I would say, sure, absolutely, I can do that, no problem. And I would do it. I would look over the resume, I would make some edits, make some suggestions, and again, sometimes I would just make the edits, send it back to the brother or sister, and that was that. I would, look at a brother or sister's resume, look at the job the requisitions that I had to see, or that some of my colleagues may have had, that may fit, that may fit their educational background, that may fit their skills and experiences, and then, you know, tally up a list or write up a list and send it over to them, you know, along with the application links. I've taken time out of my busy schedule to do that for my brother and for my sister. Why? Because I love them. Why? Because I truly want them to succeed. I want to help them to reach their career goal, if that is their wish. You know, to work at a particular organization, or to get their foot in the door at a particular organization or company, so that they can build up their experience, or climb the corporate ladder if that's what their wish is. I've done that. I'm also a realtor here in the States. And so I have helped people. I've just compiled lists. They weren't my client. I would help them compile a list of apartments or houses, you know, and just help them out because they were in need of a place to stay. Just simple things. And I've done countless other things that I just will not discuss. But I'm about really helping my people if I am able. And don't overextend yourself. Of course, if you can't help, you can't help. I believe, but there's always some way that we can help, even if it's not monetarily, just in the giving of our time, in the giving of our intellectual property, in the giving of kind words, in the giving of love. So help and hire are two different things. If you say that you're going to help your sister or brother, help them without the expectancy of a monetary gain. Help. We have got to get out of this westernized mindset. Nature is our biggest teacher. It is our greatest teacher. It is our greatest teacher. Just look at nature. It's not a tit for tat. Okay? It's not, well, if you do this, I'll do that. You know, it's not, you know, oh, if you give me some extra food, then, you know, I'll do this, you know. They all work together. Ants build huge structures, you know, by working together. I love watching ants, you know, well, even on television, sometimes I get the little heebie-jeebies, but in person, I really get the heebie-jeebies, but I still watch them because I think that they are incredible creatures. And they are absolutely wonderful teachers of what unity can accomplish, that works for the greater good of all and not just one person, the greater good of all, the entire colony. So the ant doesn't say, you know, hey, say man, if you give me an extra piece of that leaf, you know, or you know, that Cheeto that dropped on the ground, you know, I'll go ahead and I'll live your part of the leaf for you, or whatever it is. They're like, I'll pick up and give me your dirt, give me the dirt you got, and I'll take it for you. Just give me a piece of your food. They don't. And I don't know where I got the accent from. Like, I don't know who I'm imitating. I'm just like, yeah. Seriously, they don't do that. They just do. They do their part. Each ant does its part for the greater good of the colony. So do not confuse help with hire. Hire, okay? When you hire someone, payment is in order. Unless, of course, you are doing it pro bono, you're doing it for free. Okay? But help and hire are two different things. And if you are truly wanting to help your sister or brother, do it sincerely, authentically, without the expectation of monetary gain. And I was speaking to my son about this, and I was saying, you know what? That's the only part that was so, draining for me when I was in, on the continent the last time, was just everyone looking at me as if I were a paycheck. Stop doing that. Yeah, we are here in America, but the streets are not paved in gold, and we're not living here for free. We have bills, big bills. So we're not wealthy. We're just trying to survive. I am not a paycheck. You should not look at me that way. I am your sister. Okay? So that is the message for today. Peace, love, and light.